Welcome to my Affliction Warlock guide and Wrath of the Lich King. So first of all, we're going to be looking at the talents. These talents I'm showing you here are the max DPS talents. I'll slowly go down so you can pause it. You'll want to be using these 95% of the time. There you go. And the glyphs, these are also indisputable top 3 glyphs for DPS. So for stats, the first priority in PvE is hit. You want to be doing 11% hit if you have this talent. You want to do 14% hit without the talent, and you need 17% overall. You get 3% from a Shadow Priest or Boomkin. The second main stat is spell power. That's the second one you want to be looking for. This makes your spells deal more damage. It's the second best stat for overall DPS. And the third stat is haste. So these are the top 3 stats. Haste is the third best stat. This is the only last stat that will actually mean a lot in a way. The last 2 stats that you want to go for is either spirit or crit, and basically the way they work is it basically increase your damage, but almost the same amount. So if you see a piece of gear with spirit, haste, and haste crit, they're almost the same DPS wise. For some reason, warlocks don't really like crit that much, and that's probably because the only thing that actually crits is your shadowbolt. You know, this works with haste and spell power. And this is just the only thing you can reduce is the cast time, which is haste, but it's not really that important. This is also haste. This is a global cooldown, so it'd be haste and away. Global cooldown, haste, crit haste. You know, spell power. Obviously, this one too. Haste. I think this is crit too, obviously, but that's AOE. You're not looking for AOE, then that's it. So for your gems, you want to be using this one, Chaotic Sky Flare Diamond. That's the number 1. Also, to activate it, you want to be using 2 Purified Dreadstone, because the plus 10 stat that activates any color is really bad on this character, because we benefit so much from spell power and spirit. If you have a red socket, you obviously want to be using Rude, Cardinal, Ruby. If you have a yellow socket, if you miss hit, you obviously use the 10 hit, 12 spell power, or 20 hit, depending on how much you need. Otherwise, you use the Reckless Ametrine, 12 spell power, 10 haste. Blue sockets with a bonus of 7 spell power or better, you use a Purified Dreadstone, which is this one, 12 spell power, 10 spirit. And blue sockets with a bonus of 5 spell power or worse, you used Ruined Cardinal Ruby, which is 23 spell power, like this one. This is the 20 hit gem you want to be using if you need hit. For your professions, you want to be using tailoring and engineering. The reasoning being, tailoring gives the most DPS because of this. This is insane amounts. This is insane. Okay, and it also gives you a free buff of this. Engineering gives you your boots movement speed, which is insane for clutch moments where you need to quickly adapt to the situation and you fucked up, or maybe you want to min-max your DPS, so you want to stay in a situation for long enough, as long as possible, so that you can keep DPSing. And also gives your gloves a haste buff, which is insane at 200 something every minute proc that you activate. And also it gives you a parachute, which comes in handy because sometimes your fucking engineering feat thing fucking shoots you into the air, and yeah. So for your opener, before the game even starts, you want to do Lifetap. You have to have this on 24/7 basically. That's your number 1 priority. And then it's Corruption, Stable Affliction, Haunt, Curse of Agony. If it's below 25%, Drain Soul, and then Shadowbolt. For your opener, you want to do obviously Lifetap. It's going to be on all the time. That's your number 1 priority every time. Unstable, Affliction, Corruption, Haunt, Curse of Agony, Shadowbolt. If no one's using this, if you're the only warlock, or if the other warlock doesn't have this for some reason, you want to always open with this before the fight starts, use that, and then the same as before.